Well, you can
Who cares if you're eating?
not eating anymore.
How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to Pack Ops with Pack Mentality.
Brought to you by Pringles.
God damn it, I'm eating.
Once you pop, you cannot stop. Can you use
That's copyright. It's our last episode.
No, but seriously, like, okay, we just talked about last week. We talked about Daredevil. For like, that's copyright material, but we can review it. Can't we review Pringles and how great they are?
I don't. Well, let's save that for another night. I don't see.
Mind you, we are not sponsored by Pringles or Frito-Lay or Daredevil.
Or are we?
We're not. You're not.
I don't know either.
If they're listening,
We don't call you for the important meetings.
We are open.
we are open.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm Stupens. We got OG Duck, Captain, Nerdman. Hi. And
Nerd boy.
And tonight on Pack Ops, we're going to discuss upcoming Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Well, you are.
I'm going to sit here and talk about
Same
it.
here. We're the ones wearing Pokemon shirts.
You play Pokemon? What are you talking about?
I know. I'm just joking.
Stop being
You trolled
Debbie
me
Downer.
harder than I've ever been trolled in my life.
That's what she said.
So
You're also the one sitting in front of a Pokemon
Or
standee.
is that what he
I'm
said?
fine with Pokemon. How far behind is he? He's still talking about Batman vs Superman.
Well,
Probably.
is he like
No, I
relevant?
just finished Yellow.
Captain, are you relevant? I mean, there wasn't a Pokemon game on the Dreamcast.
Oh, rowdy. Maybe he had it on his VMU.
Shots fired.
Basically, what in a perfect world, if we were able to decide what changes happened, what they brought.
So if you're
to the-
listening, Nintendo,
in a sequel, what we want to see out of it, as far as an evolution of the series, is a new generation. So
what the fuck is this?
He's Luke Skywalker.
Why is it blue?
blue milk, son. Like seriously, it's blue milk. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, he got
Milk
it
the blue
from
cow.
his.
He bleed it for like a split second. Like a split second. No, it's just caffeine in my water. With a little bit of-
Like one of the little packets.
I need
We
it.
can't talk about brand.
So we're talking like possible new features.
Yeah, new features. Because I mean, like, they've announced it obviously, like what, a month and a half ago, 2 months ago now, and they've been really secretive about it.
Very.
Like they've
More
shown, like,
secretive than they usually are.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, very. I feel like they've at least waited longer to reveal information about it. If that means something big is brewing at Game Freak or not, probably not. But I love the franchise, play them all, enjoy it. Yeah, just discussing what, like, when it finally does
Fuck
get.
the franchise. I've never gotten a goddamn shiny yet.
Play more. Get
Really?
good.
What?
Yeah, I've played all of them. And I've never gotten a shiny.
You've never gotten a shiny.
No.
Wow. My glass is off to you.
The game hates me.
I've got first one you ever played. You got it.
I can catch fucking.
Well,
Hold on. First one you've
I
ever
got a
played?
shiny.
Or
Yeah, the first one I ever played, I got a shiny.
when
The
you
first
started-
game I ever played, I got a shiny.
like gold and silver?
Started with Diamond
No,
and Pearl,
I started
right?
with Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That was the first Pokemon
Yeah, I
game
can
we ever
catch
played?
6 fucking time lost Squirtle Drakes.
This is gonna be the first
but I
one
cannot catch a shiny Pokemon.
where you're whom we get to make fun of all the time. Captain,
Yeah.
you can make fun of him.
I know! Baby time.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty excited about it. I think it'll be cool.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty big fanboy.
I have mine
so-
pre-ordered.
Oh yeah, I'm
I
excited.
have, technically
Yeah.
I have Sun and Moon pre-ordered.
Just in
Probably
case.
going to pick up just Moon.
Yeah.
Right, man.
Not sure what I'm going to do with Sun yet. Maybe I'll pick up both.
I don't know. It'd be the first one I've never picked up more than just one at the launch. So
I haven't either. Maybe that's what I need though, like that little extra luck.
all right. Play both of them.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Would you go like beat a gym in the one and start playing the other one, get a gym?
No,
Like you
yeah, I'll just do one. That'd be
I just
stupid.
feel like it's tough. A lot of people do it. It's cool. It's not for me. I don't know.
So, I think we should ask Duck first, since
Yeah,
he's
okay.
played the least amount of Pokemon games.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably the least amount of hours logged in.
Uh,
I've logged a lot of fucking hours.
You
Somehow have
vlogged like
shiny
all the
Pokemon.
hours almost.
Yeah, all of them.
What's a feature that you would like to see either return to it or a new feature?
Let's see. I don't have a lot of experience playing Pokemon games. I beat Diamond. and then I went to play Platinum thinking it was a new game, and it was just the new, just Diamond revamped.
Yeah.
And that
yellow
pissed me
of Diamond
off.
and Pearl.
Yeah. And then I started playing. Which one did you have me play? I have.
Did you skip Black and White, or did you play
No,
Black?
I
and
have X. I have Y.
Okay.
I have Evatol. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I started playing Y, and then I had a corrupted save file, and it destroyed my life. 'Cause I love the
He's the Game Shark. I mean, corrupted save file.
You using an action replay?
Maybe he did not get a shiny Pokemon legitimately.
in Diamond. I did
What Pokemon was that?
shiny doof.
The dude.
Shiny
So you
doof?
used it a lot. Was it your HM?
I mean, I evolved him into a barrel.
shiny barrel.
Shiny barrel.
Do a barrel roll.
And yes, he was my HM slave.
Awesome.
So I did have a shiny HM slave.
I still haven't even touched my one first shiny that I caught, and it was a Ponyta.
What do I want out of Sun and Moon?
Yeah.
A non-corrupted save file.
That's the end of the episode. All right.
Good night, everyone.
No, I would like to see. I really liked how. I would like to see a more of an open world concept. I love what Pokemon does. I think their worlds are fantastic, but they are still like on a track basically, and its gameplay is separated by the fact that you don't know what Pokemon you're going to run into. You know the areas where they're populated at, but you know.
God, a 3D like one.
That
Doesn't have to be like crazy graphics.
No,
just, but like having it work on a 3D,
because my
like, where you
ultimate
could explore,
Pokemon goal
that'd
would be to have like an actual Pokemon game on a console.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
To
I think
me,
that's-
that would be that
It's
would
like
be
everybody's
yeah.
like wet
Yeah, it's
dream.
strange that they haven't done that yet.
I would jerk off all over that. And then
Now,
play it.
now they're not going to make it. Thanks a lot.
I love that like some random like quad girls would be like, oh Pokemon, yeah, I love Pokemon. I jerk off all over.
Mom, what's that mean? Can I jerk off?
And this guy pre-ordered Sun Andrew and he jerked off all over him. Mom.
Can we get it now?
But I would like to see it, like I said, it doesn't have to be Grand Theft Auto Pokemon.
Oh no.
But just instead of we're working in this area, you can't go through here. To literally have like 3 or 4 different choices of direction, more like a Zelda almost, where it's not fully open world, but you still have different paths you can take.
exactly. Like there's still be mountains or something you can't go over.
Right, but
you could go. Yeah, no,
That's pretty much
maybe you couldn't go to the last gym first, but there's 3 gyms that you could be your first gym.
Yeah, I mean you could still have like
That would be
thorny
my
bushes that would block your path. That you need to get cut, and then just go in like a longer line, or they'd pop up in multiple places.
See, now, I don't really think that's pretty much exactly what I kind of want out of it. I think I want.
And coming from the guy with the least experience,
win. Maybe not necessarily open world because I know how they set their worlds up a certain way, but I would like to see it. You'd be allowed to go in any order you want.
yeah,
Kind of like the new Zelda or something. You can go to the dungeons in any order. I think it'd be cool if you go to the gyms in any order. Maybe like instead of having to be a specific gym that you have to get cut from, maybe once you get your first badge, you can just cut when you get your second badge. Yeah, a cut off there, and then they can do it kind of like Pokemon Origins, where when he got to Brock asked him like, "How many Pokemon have you caught? What level are they?" And then he chose what to fight with, on how far Red was along on his journey. And it'd be cool. If you go to, maybe you could keep like Giovanni's gym as the last gym because he's like the final boss of Team Rocket or whatever. But like, if you go to Sabrina as your first gym, she's not going to use a level 50 Pokemon. She'll
is
just
Steven always in the elite?
It'll be
No, just
No.
in, okay.
But I think that'd be cool. Like,
it'll be a little bit more evenly matched to your team.
like they could I think they should have their enemies should match your level
yeah.
to give you a little bit more of a challenge. So you can't just
I would like
somebody
to
you can
see-
trade me a level 100 Pokemon and I go Raffle Stomp everything. Yeah, they're not going to listen all the time, but you can pretty much Raffle Stomp everything. But I think
I would like to see gym leaders be a little bit more intelligent in their Pokemon selection.
yeah.
And they specialize in grass Pokemon, but they still have a water and a fire that they can strategically pull out.
And if they don't want to do that, they need to at least make them more smart.
Or even if they don't add the extra types, have 6 fucking Pokemon.
Yeah.
There's nothing like. If I go to a gym leader, I don't care if they're the first, the second, the third. They should have 6 Pokemon.
It bothers me that
I
like
have
if
two
you can
Pokemon.
play them and you know that they're going to use a full heal at this point every single time, and it just
I want it to be a little bit harder.
yeah.
Yep.
I want them to have a little more strategy, and I think everything should be balanced to what you have. If you walk into the first gym, Brock's gym, with a level 10 Bulbasaur, he should come at you with a level 10 Pokemon. But like if you put a team of 6 because you've been playing for a couple hours, he should have a team of 6, and then whatever your highest level is, his Pokemon are all at that level.
Yeah.
Like so that every gym is actually like a challenge. But I think being able to go in any order would be really cool. Like you said,
I like that idea of having me play for like 15 hours and then being like, oh, I've got these 3 badges, and Nerdman over there like, well, I've played for 15 hours and I haven't even been to those gyms. And I think that's really cool.
Journey. I
We've had that with other games before, where it's like, oh, dude, did you do this? And it's like, are you kidding me? You can do that? I like that.
That'd be cool, and I really think that would be a fresh take on it. It would get rid of. You're obviously gonna have. You pick your trainer, and you're 10 years old, and you get your first Pokemon, and maybe they could have like 2 or 3 cities you can choose to start from, and then you kind of start your journey and kind of go on your own path, and then everything just kind of.
And for the level scaling, it doesn't even necessarily have to be like they match your exact level. It could be like brackets though. So like if your Pokemon, if you get a Pokemon like leveled up to level 11, all of a sudden it's going to be in a bracket of like their Pokemon's going to be in some bracket that sets like hey,
maybe every 5 levels or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 'cause
so
like,
have
you're going
some
through-
kind of range.
Yeah, and you're going through this world, and like they have gyms dedicated to fighting Pokemon, and they have the gym leader, and you walk in, and you're like, "This is the best speed of throwing at me."
And they're designed literally to be there to be your challenge. Like we are.
Right.
My full-time job is to train Pokemon and challenge kids when they come in here.
And then you come in and
And you have I feel like their levels should be scaled to you. Their amount of Pokemon should be scaled to you. They should be able to go in any order of the gyms. I think that would be. I think that'd be scaling and being able to go in any order you want, or maybe not every order. Maybe you said 3 or 4 different paths, depending on where you start in the world.
Or like and you do this and it unlocks 2 more choices.
Yeah.
So you still don't have to go do these.
And it could
that you missed.
And it could almost even do like not really block off zones, but they could almost do like a Dark Souls-esque thing where like I'm gonna go to this forest right now, and you walk in and it's like level 60 Dragonites, and you're level 4, and you're gonna be like, "Whoa, shit! I'm not gonna go there because I'm gonna I can't use repels on Pokemon super high, and I'm not gonna just keep running from battles, and I'm not gonna be able to run from every battle.
I would love that.
That'd be really cool. So you
Yeah, because you'd wander into an area and they would just like you couldn't run and they would just one shot all your Pokemon and you'd end up at the Pokemon
then you're
Center.
like,
And you'd be like,
well, I know I can't go
I'm
there.
not gonna go back that way.
And maybe every once in a while you could like walk into one of those areas and like, oh cool, there's an edible over there. And you walk through the grass, and maybe you just happen not to trigger a Pokemon battle, and you get a TM that you're not supposed to have quite yet. And then you walk out, and you can feel really badass for like, oh, did you get TM 23 before you went to this gym? Like, oh, dude, the Dragonites were killing me. Be like, oh, I didn't get any battles when I got it, and before I got knocked out.
That'd be really cool.
Like that would be kind of cool. And then they would almost create fake invisible walls. They would have to build the world as intricately, but just put high level Pokemon there.
Yeah, and you're
would
like,
cause
and like you can't force bypass that without like having.
Yeah, and repels don't work if they're super high levels, so that would. Just
Well,
be like,
they don't work as soon as they're a level above you.
Yeah,
Like,
so they still break
that's-
through. And maybe
Break through!
and maybe they could do something.
Then they have a break point. and then the fates will collide.
Plug in for TCG, and then maybe they can make Pokemon that don't listen to you be a little bit more of a factor. So you can't be like, oh, he's a level 100 Charizard, buddy, go have fun. Maybe like they could even have, like, oh, cool, and he's not gonna listen to me 10% of the time. He's not gonna listen to me maybe only 10% of the time, but the 10% of the time he listens to me, I'm one shot and everything.
Right.
So, but maybe
Good job, pal.
maybe they legitimately, like, I don't know. I can't do like the anime where like they attack their trainer and blows Ash's face off with the flamethrower. Like, they could do something like that, auto knock you out, and like have you show up at the Pokemon Center so that you can.
Right, and then you just know not to go that way. And
Yeah, I just think that'd be. I think creating a journey that's a little more personalized would be a huge start for me because. Another thing would be is,
Hold on, Stubbins.
Yeah.
You've been talking way too much right now.
you
I'm
gotta-
stepping in.
Step in.
mutiny over the captain.
No. Anyways, no. One feature that I would like to see back, though, and it's from my favorite franchise of Pokemon, was from Gold and Silver.
Okay.
But the fact of once you finish the core game, like to go back to one of the original regions.
Yeah.
I would
And
love
see that
to
again?
see multiple regions.
Yes.
Or at least a bigger world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Give me-
to be able to go back all the way to Kanto.
Man, give me 2 or even at this point. Honestly, there should be a game with 3 regions.
Yeah.
There's no reason for it not to be.
Oh, they could do.
Fuck it, sell DLC. Like they're branching
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
They're
super
getting
cool.
good at it. Do 2 regions in it and sell a 3rd region as DLC
Hey,
content.
Give me one
I'd buy
region.
it.
Give me one region. I'll buy another region.
Yeah, give me 1 and sell a 2nd one and then sell a 3rd one later on. I'd buy both of them.
Have it fully like
even
sequel
make
to.
a fucking season pass.
Story
for
keeps
them.
going.
I will buy it. I'll pre-order
I'll play
it.
it.
On the theory aspect, though, too, right now, with it being Sun and Moon, I guarantee they're going to bring back the day and night cycle.
I hope so. I miss that so much.
Yeah.
Miss day night cycles.
It's
Honestly, that's the point I was gonna make before you interrupted me. Is they always add.
round table. you
No, I'm
know?
just kidding. I'm just kidding. But they add a new feature every game.
Yeah, but they always take out. Yeah, they always take out.
Always
a
take it
feature.
out.
Yeah, they always. Oh,
Cool.
here's this feature X, and then the next game, here's
Like-
feature Y, but feature X is
Like with
removed.
Diamond, where you could go like build your like
Underground.
underground
Yeah, your
hut
bases
or
and
whatever,
stuff.
and then run into people,
Uh,
invade theirs, and
And then non-existent anywhere else. And
yeah.
don't know.
I for starters would love, and like I don't really. There's nothing crazy that I want new, but I want a lot of reoccurring things that I want features we've been given before, and I want them back.
yeah.
For starters, and you know, I'll just do one for the moment because I want everybody to have a you will partake in this conversation. But I want to see
We're
custom.
throwing Christmas.
I
out
want to
there.
see.
Giving.
Yeah, I want to see fucking customizable trainers back. I
Yeah.
want to.
yes.
Definitely.
I let me pick a little bit between like to start my character customization, and then let there be shops that sell stuff again. And
Like
let there
that
be like
X and
hidden,
Y.
yeah, and let there
I
be
know.
like even like
So
have
cool.
hidden items in the game too, like a hidden outfit somewhere. Like you just
Sweet hat.
go through a cave and you get like some badass scarf or hat or glasses. Like fuck yeah, that's what I want.
It'd just be like
That'd be great.
farming gear or something, kind of like in a.
Yes,
That'd be
but in
cool.
a Pokemon game.
I would agree. I think customizable characters was my favorite feature they took away. Like when Ruby and Sapphire came out, it literally Alpha, Sapphire and Omega Ruby. That was like the one thing that kept me from wanting to play through it. Because I was like, oh, my character is a static character now again. And like I played so much after there was like hardly any end game in X and Y. I spent
Yeah.
hours just doing shit in Lumios just to unlock new clothing items. 'cause-
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, have you played the Ruby and Sapphire yet, or not yet?
No, but I
Like,
knew that was not in it, and
But okay, so speaking of those games, another feature I would love to see return, and it's a newer one,
Yeah.
but flying around on your Pokemon,
That was
fucking
cool.
incredible. That made it feel like a classic, like Super Nintendo RPG, like almost like an airship, but a Pokemon.
not just
And-
using like HM Fly. And
No, it gives
just
you
literally,
like
power
you
to-
literally hop on your Latios or Latios, whatever
Yeah.
they're called, and you can fly around. You see the map underneath
that's
of you,
cool.
and you can land anywhere.
Yeah.
You could run into birds in the sky.
That's cool.
You could find hidden caves and stuff you normally couldn't get to, which was. And then on top of that, the Pokemon didn't even have to be in your team. You later like at pretty late into the game, but you got an item that let you like a little
Access
flute you
PC
called,
and-
and they would just come fly and pick you up,
That's cool.
which I think.
And then you could still have where you fly into a certain area, run to a bird that was just one shots everybody in your party
Yeah.
without even
You can still,
like
or,
just knocks you off and you end up in the Pokemon
or that
Center.
feature could be so near the end of the game that
Yeah, it could
That was-
rely on the classic fly where like you could only fly to places you've been.
Yeah.
And then once you get like late enough into the game, they could bring it back where like, hey, here's one of your Mega Pokemon that you can use as a fucking
you didn't get that
ship to
until
fly.
what, 7th gym.
Yeah.
Did you? So
So I mean, it was, but one of the coolest features in a Pokemon game
It was-
ever.
it was
Like
the
I
best.
loved it.
in between that, I feel like you're onto something there too about how it didn't take up a slot in your team. I feel like HMs hopefully start doing something like that too.
that would
like-
be good.
Yeah.
I would like to see, and this is pulling from the card game, but I would love to see certain Pokemon have abilities of being in your party and not being your active Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like affecting, having an effect on
affect
your
your
active
battle and
Pokemon,
stuff.
or
That could be kind of cool.
I think because that would give you another reason. It's hard enough going. For me, it's hard enough going through the game and choosing who's not going to be in the 6 because I have my favorites, and so like to be like, well, Charizard, you can't be in this group. It's like I have to play. I have to find these other Pokemon, but you have to make that choice.
I like that though.
But yeah, and that's cool.
And like you could have like a Mr. Mime like in your team on your
Exactly.
party, and he could boost like special defense for your whole party.
Exactly.
And he's still taking up a spot. He might not be as strong of a fighter. If he gets called out, he'll get knocked out or something.
Right.
But just the fact that he'd be buffing the whole team.
That's a cool concept.
That's kinda,
Yeah, I think that would be interesting. Again, that's pulling from the card game, but
It might be a little bit harder to balance the game with it, but
I thought the game wasn't balanced at all.
It's
to
really
begin
not.
with.
Yeah,
it's
it's
really
pretty bad.
So what are we worried about?
But
that?
fair enough.
I like your idea though, because you could almost have passive abilities that act as the HMs. So like
Yeah.
you don't necessarily have to have the surf ability, like attack on one of your Pokemon to surf in the water. Like every water Pokemon or buoyant Pokemon should be able to swim.
Yeah.
Like Snorlax, he's so full of fat that he should be able to float no matter what. Like if he doesn't know surf, he can still float in water and I can still ride on top. Jump on his
Right.
belly and just float around. Like, and that could be like every Pokemon could have like one or two passives. Like
Yeah.
Charizard, I didn't teach him fly attack.
But he's a flying
he
Pokemon.
literally has wings. He can
Yeah.
fly me around if he wants to. Like he doesn't have to use it as an attack against another Pokemon.
Right.
But he fly like Machamp that can't smash a rock. Like,
Yeah.
well, I don't have his
Can't
rock
push the
smash, so
rock.
he can.
And you have to take.
You got four fucking
He's
arms,
got
buddy.
fissure. He's got fissure. He can knock out Pokemon in one hit with a giant thing, but he can't break a rock.
Right.
Oh, Scyther,
And-
you can't cut?
Yeah. So like if you have Scyther or something with like a blade,
And
Cut.
speaking of all these HMs that we use, I would like to see a psychic HM that like you could use to barter with, to like lower. No, like think about that. Like if you had Alakazam in your party and he's
Jedi
got
mind tricks.
yeah, kind of like a,
Just
I see you won 100 for your Pokeballs.
no.
How about
You
80?
want to give me that bike?
yeah.
Give me a premier
What they do anyways. Like you walk into the store like, oh, I got these brand new bikes for $1 million. But here's one for you for free.
I always wanted a quest to get my bike.
Yeah.
Like, just go and talk to
that'd be kinda
somebody.
cool.
Like, just go
Yeah,
talk to
yeah.
somebody for like 10 minutes and talk to Rapidash for a little bit. And he's like, oh, here you go, here's $1 million.
Yeah.
Like, I always wanted like a quest to go save somebody or go do
Right.
something, and not just like, well, I just want you to advertise for my store, ride a bike around. And it's like, oh man, that'd be so much. I feel like I never appreciate the bike.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that'd be way cooler.
I like the roller skates.
yeah,
Yeah,
roller
skates
skates.
are good.
Roller skates were awesome. I would like, again, this is kind of going with the other stuff I was talking about. You're leveling up your Pokemon. What if you could level up your trainer?
Okay.
Like, you could get to a point where maybe you get choices of different.
Nope, vetoed.
Okay.
I'm just
You
kidding.
get choices of different. Like you can't choose all of these, but you can choose one of them, and one of them could be like an extra slot, so you have 7 Pokemon, or like something like that.
Maybe not extra slots, but
Okay,
maybe you can have.
Because 6 is supposed. That's technically like a rule.
I get that.
That's like a law or whatever
Yeah.
in the world.
That's their gun control.
Yeah, that's their gun
Pokemon
control.
control.
What about letting you
Common sense Pokemon laws.
spec into something, almost like a gym leader a little bit? So if your favorite Pokemon's Dark type, you could like spec into Dark and maybe get like a 10% boost to Dark attacks.
Yes.
That'd be something
But,
cool.
but have like a separate leveling, because you're going through and you're leveling up each Pokemon. You as a trainer are getting better. That's. I always laughed at that. Like watching the. Is it still anime? Is it? It's not manga, or it's actually anime.
Manga is the comic book.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry, but it is anime. Okay.
Yes.
I didn't want to call it a cartoon.
Yeah, you
You can call it cartoon.
You would have murdered her.
Exactly. Well, that's okay. So,
Captain would have literally killed you.
again, I'm trying to be correct here. But I always laugh at that. Like you're watching the anime, and it's like, oh, Ash, he's such a powerful. What the fuck? The Pokemon's doing everything. Use this. Did he get better at saying use this, or like?
What would he just have? Would you just get a passive like XP or ability points or something as you're training going through?
And you could get bonus for actually doing like the Pokemon, like was the mini games with your Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like the more your Pokemon like you, your likability
You could make that be like the wall where you can't use, like your friend can't trade you like a level 100 Pokemon. Like, oh, you're not high enough level to wield this Pokemon.
Right.
You just can't even like utilize it.
Just
Keep you
a
from
thought,
even utilizing it at all.
Just give you something else to work on while you're.
Yeah.
And it, again, it would happen while you're.
Maybe that'd be the point of the badges. Maybe the badges.
Something like
maybe
that.
you'd have a static level up system like Chrono Cross, like where you beat certain bosses and your character would level up automatically.
Yeah, something like that.
Your
yeah.
Pokemon can level up separately, and then every badge brings your character higher. Which kind of goes hand in hand with like Pokemon listening to you. It would just be like
But
a different.
But
way
you
of
know,
playing
like
it.
going back to the psychic HM, so I'm just trying to think of we've had the same HMs in every cut,
Yeah.
surf, fly.
Yeah, I don't know what else they can do. As
I
far
don't know
as,
if I really want more HMs though.
I still think
I'm
HM should be a passive ability. I think that's
Yeah.
that's my favorite idea right now. Like open world stuff, cool, all that stuff.
But,
But like
yeah.
being able to be like, oh, I have a Rhydon on my team. Well, he can Rock Smash. He can Strength. 'Cause
Exactly.
He can push that boulder. He literally can sit in a volcano and not die.
Maybe
I'm pretty
they
sure
have-
he can push this boulder.
maybe they have to be to a certain level where they're strong enough to do
Yeah,
that.
I'm totally down with that too.
But yeah,
Or maybe like Rhyhorn doesn't have it, but Rhydon does. You have to evolve him once, so you have to get
Right.
to like a certain level for
but
that.
saying like you first find it'd be Machoke.
Machop.
Machop, yeah.
A little Machop.
So and maybe like him at level 5 is not strong enough to push the boulder, but once you level him up to level 8, now he can, and now that passive ability becomes a.
I'm down with
You
something
know,
like that.
I'd almost like to see, and I don't know, maybe. I'm not sure how they'd implement it. But like, make it so it feels like we're actually taking our time to go around the world. You know, we're going around this giant region, like cross country, like, but it doesn't feel like any time has passed since you've left home, and it should feel like months have passed. I mean,
Yeah, I can do
put
that.
some kind of some kind of system in there. Maybe even just like on the news updates that you get on the Poco
Dates go by or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. Like they have on their broadcast, they'll have different dates and everything, just so you can see
You could
it
have,
is taking
your
a
trainer could have like birthdays, and you
yeah,
could get
yeah,
like,
like
a
Animal
special-
Crossing style. Like your
that's
mom,
how you get your bike.
Your mom
That's
sent
your birthday
you,
present.
Your mom
you
sent
know.
you like mail on your birthday. Like, hey, here's some more Pokeballs.
Yeah.
I hope your journey's going good. And then that'd be almost kind of cool too. Back to the character customization, is if maybe like your character had almost like 3 different models. Like
Okay.
one at a younger age, one at a more like adolescent, and one at like an adult.
Maybe for each
age.
expansion, like you get older or something like that. That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Not an eternal 10-year-old.
I like
Like,
that.
that next expansion goes out.
That'd be perfect too. Like,
You get
have the
to
calendar.
you get to your 3rd region, you take your amulet off, and you're.
What about
You don't know what I'm talking about. It doesn't spoil anything unless I said what I was talking about.
But yeah, no, and that'd be cool too.
And the
That-
damn off.
Yeah.
And like,
oh, they're talking about.
What about,
well, then you knew that then, and it didn't spoil shit for you.
What about instead of having strictly 8 gyms in your world, what if there's like 20 gyms and every town has a gym and you get to pick and choose which 8 you want to collect to pay for your entry to the
That'd be
league
interesting.
too. So then
That
you
would
can
be-
kind of that would even give you.
What are we holding up?
What did you do?
No, never mind. Still recording. I saw the red light. I was like,
It's
oh.
literally been on the entire. That means
Yeah.
record.
Yeah, I know. Ja-
Yeah, I know.
Bill,
but
you're talking too much right now.
yeah, Captain.
Captain, you're talking too much.
Thanks, Stoops.
I don't know. That'd be cool because
Captain, you're
have they ever in the mangas or animes have they ever like said that there's only 8 gyms per region, or is it like you collect 8 badges to go to the league? Because like I'm pretty sure like in
8
the
badges to go to the league
but there's never
or
like
the region.
but there's never like there's only,
only
8
8
gyms.
gyms
Yeah, I don't
there.
think 'cause I think in the games and stuff there's only 8 gyms, and Ash only goes to those 8 gyms. But I'm pretty sure when he gets to the Pokemon League, and I could be wrong, like I think it was the end of season 2 when he actually gets to the Indigo League. I'm pretty sure he runs into people who have different badges. Like I'm pretty sure he doesn't. I'm pretty sure he's like, oh, where'd you get those? And like, and I remember thinking as a kid, I was like, whoa, there's other gyms in this world, but they don't have them in the game. Like intricately, like I'm pretty sure like the world would be slightly bigger than what's always represented. Because that would be the Indigo
That'd be
League,
cool.
you know, like it wasn't the Johto League, you know, it was actually there, and I'm pretty sure he ran into people with different badges. I think I could be wrong. I literally watched it when it was new on TV, so it's
Yeah.
been that long. So, but I think I remember as a kid that they had different badges. I could be completely off.
Nah, that could also be just a flaw in the anime itself,
True.
too. So
But it's a cool flaw if it worked into the fact that there's, and they don't have to have 20.
as long as you have 8 badges, you can go to any league.
yeah, that could be it too. But
I'd really like to see a more mature storyline too, and they've gotten better at it.
yeah,
Well, like Pokemon Origins was.
It's not a game.
but the
Oh, like
thematic-
Pokemon
but,
Go,
yeah.
you know, really.
But the theme of it was darker and more mature, and if they
Yeah,
could keep that, if they could keep that, Not
I would
mature, but
No, I would like to see the visual threat.
Villain.
And I mean, they've had some kind of. They've made progress, and I feel like they do a better job.
Flare was
now.
pretty.
Flare was cool.
They seemed really silly and fruity as you went on.
I liked N.
Yeah.
He's being more so kind of controlled, the giant from
Az.
like he was cool. Like
Yeah, he's real
cool
cool.
concepts and like the weapons and like some of these legendary Pokemon should be almost more considered as
The
like
first
a
time
weapon.
I saw Az in the card game, I didn't realize he was a giant, and then I'm looking at, and I saw him in the game, I was like, holy shit,
He's huge.
And then I look at the card, he's holding the Pokeball like this. I'm like, oh, I guess that makes more sense.
Did they ever explain why he's like a giant? Like, is a giant's existence world, or is he just a really big dude?
I don't know.
Because I always thought that was like,
Yeah.
because like they've always had like crazy Pokemon, really, but all the humans have always been humans, and then all of a sudden there's this giant dude that's like 3,000 years old, and I was like, wait a second. He mega evolved
again.
probably.
I thought because I never played it when it came out, but I just recently played through Alpha Sapphire. I thought they did a cool job with the story's a little bit darker, like between Team Flare and and also just the boss fights were cool, like fighting Rayquaza and then going up into space and fighting Deoxys. Like that was sweet.
Yeah, no, they had
That was.
they do a good
And
job.
it made it challenging, and it was interactive enough where it wasn't like, oh, let me just go into this cave, and oh, there's Mewtwo, like, just chilling out, hiding away. Like, make them a threat. Like, that's cool. That's awesome.
It's one thing I've noticed. Nobody here has mentioned Pokemon following you.
I honestly don't care about that, though.
Yeah, I just wondering if that's like, because that's a feature I see,
I haven't played a game that had
I always
that.
did love that
Okay, fair
feature.
enough. But it's something I could do without. I can live without it.
Yeah, I can live without it, but I always loved it.
Yeah, I had fun with it.
I didn't mind it, per se, in the games I put it. I always thought it was more of, like, a gimmick and not really, like... If I had to pick and choose, I would definitely choose just about anything before I'd pick that.
So I'll throw some another curveball out there then. And what about the game doesn't incorporate that? The game incorporates all the cool stuff that we've talked about, passive HMs and passive abilities and lots of gyms and open-endedness. But then, since Nintendo's into like the phone app stuff, why don't they let the Pokemon following you around be part of your phone app? You can transfer one of your Pokemon to your phone, and it's like
I thought you were going to go with that.
like a virtual pet, virtual.
Yep,
like,
Yeah.
that would be sweet.
That would
and
make
like,
it easier.
and then I could have my Alakazam with me all the time, or Gengar, and I could, check up on him, and you could get experience points for just like walking with you and
like
shit.
a mixture of a Pokewalker, Pokemon and the Pokemon that follows you. That'd be cool, and then you can transfer them back and forth.
Yeah.
And if there's a, hey, I have to go, and I don't want to bring my 3DS with me. I don't have time to play. I'm not gonna have time to do some battles.
That would make me do like some of the mini games to
Yeah.
be. I would do that more often than I do now.
That'd be cool. Maybe that would be. It would kind of get rid of the Pokemon doesn't follow me in the game. Also give them another app for everybody to download, which then gives them,
Marketability.
Yep,
and-
exactly.
yeah.
So that'd be.
I like that.
It'd be a fun.
Nintendo, hope you're listening.
What if?
Pokewalker was really cool.
What if?
It was.
I liked the Pokewalker.
What
And-
if? And since we're expanding the Nintendo brand, what if
We literally are expanding the Nintendo brand.
What if your Pokemon, it's not instead of sent to your phone app, your Mitomo was followed around by.
Oh, that'd be sweet. They could do a lot of cool stuff. And there's a lot of.
I'm out.
No, he's done.
Nope. Okay.
But yeah, I just think that'd be a cool way to expand it and get it on your mobile phone. I guess you wouldn't have to bring the battles and stuff into it, but just like
That would be Nerdband's more mature Pokemon because then Mitomo would be like, Charizard says, "Fuck you." There's mature Pokemon right there.
it's all Nerdman wants.
This episode's over.
He just wants.
Why do you hate Mitomo so
like-
much?
He doesn't like it.
I mean, I haven't logged
I
in
feel like-
forever, but
Same.
I don't.
but that's
It
not
didn't-
me hating it.
I liked it. It's cool. There's just not enough reason.
Yeah,
to
there's
get on
no
it right now,
there's no
you know?
mini games. Any mini games.
The hype
First
was
like 2 weeks was
super
crazy
hype.
and
Yeah.
fun, and I had a
I
blast.
don't play games for mini games.
Okay,
Like that's not like
but you just
That's-
legit hate it. It's-
that's not like a system seller for me where I'm like, oh, let me get this game where I just play mini games. Like I'm not gonna pay money for that. I know you don't pay money for this, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to download something that's free just because it's mini game.
But if you were able to transfer your Pokemon over and take care of it like virtual pet style, and then transfer it back and have Alakazam level up, that'd be cool. You do that.
I really wouldn't want it to be associated with Mitoma.
Okay, no, I think I would want to associate it with
If it
Mitomo
was its
either.
own app, I would absolutely download.
'Cause I think
yes,
from
I
the
would.
nerdy standpoint,
That would be-
From a nerdy
And
standpoint, I'd want to be the trainer. You know.
No, exactly. Just and like it could have your trainer, like a picture of your trainer transfer
Yeah,
to
okay.
what you made them look like, because it'd be attached to like your
Yeah.
data.
Okay. I like that.
If you had a shiny Pokemon and you're always carrying it with you,
I
like,
want my
oh,
Mitomo
look,
to be in
look
the game.
at
I want
my
people
shiny
making
fucking
my
Gengar. Like,
That's what I want.
Well, you just go
I
ultra
would
meta now.
download an app for that. That would be cool.
And
I would support it. And
you carry your little shiny yellow because where you go.
Heartbeat.
I think that's a cool. That'd be a cool
No, it's
evolution.
cool. I'm having more fun with the card game than I've ever had with any of the handhelds, but I am very excited for Sun and Moon.
Can't dive into that too much.
We got a whole lot.
No, I get that. I'm just saying.
I know.
We're talking about
Yeah,
Sun and
yeah.
Moon and what I'm legit saying. Yes, I'm excited for Sun and Moon, but we're talking Pokemon.
Well, you don't give
Yeah.
a shit about it because you just want to play the card
There
game.
you go. So yeah, since we're speaking in absolutes, yeah,
Yeah, it's
fuck off all
full
the-
measures. Full
You know
measures.
what I would like to see? A fucking collector's edition.
No.
That would
Like-
be cool.
Like Fire Emblem came with both.
That'd be cool. But even just like,
That-
no, that'd be cool. But like, come on, how many fucking games have you guys sold? Give us a collector's edition.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a good idea. It cost me to spend like $80 on Pokemon instead of 40.
I would buy it. I'd pre-order it in a heartbeat. As soon as it was announced, I would go to the store and pre-order it. Like, that
What's it
would
gonna
be,
come with?
I don't know. See, I mean, that's
I mean, we already have lots of Pokemon
Bicycle.
amiibos. We have
Actual
like an actual
that plays music when you ride it.
The bicycle off the bat.
Just come
You
with both
know, I
versions.
mean, it could just be like a metal case, like just a fancy case, maybe an art
Okay.
book, just physical stuff.
Yeah, art book. Would be cool.
promo card.
A promo card would be cool. That would be
All right, you got
that'd
me
be
there.
that'd be pretty awesome.
A full
And
art
that'd be
version-
cross
a full art version of
merchandising,
the
like
game.
iPhone 7, so you can play the app when they release it.
yeah. I mean, that would be cool.
Yeah.
And like,
No, I
like
agree.
Steven
Fun.
said,
I
like,
think the easiest, most
give us
likely
one that
thing.
we can pay money and get both. That'd be
That'd be cool too.
That'd be fantastic.
Maybe at a slightly cheaper price point, maybe.
Oh,
$10,
yeah,
something
yeah.
Like that.
But or even if not, like just give us one that has cool. I like video game swag. I mean,
Yep.
almost every game I have pre-ordered right now, or that I've already picked up this year, has been a fucking collector's edition. I hate it because my wallet hates me, but I would still pre-order it and buy it.
Fun and it's cool.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like,
And I like Pokemon a lot, so I like video game swag and I like Pokemon, so
yep.
Yep.
I'd buy it.
Promo card, yeah, I probably would buy.
Nintendo, you're, like,
Say
you get
promo
extra
card,
money
I'd
off of
be-
us. I
It
mean,
would
this
suck
is-
if it was a clutch card and you needed 4 of them.
Fucking shame. Buy 4 copies of the game.
Oh god,
Oh lord.
that'd be the worst.
I think it's just weird how such a big selling game has never bothered to do like a collector's edition.
You think?
Interesting.
Sorry, going back to like changes they're making. Do you think that they're holding off announcing anything that they're going to announce alongside NX and
I mean,
have it be
they're gonna-
compatible?
They'll
with-
announce something. They come out with something new with each of the games, so they're gonna have.
I'm just wondering, like, you got lots of hints of the NX happening. You got, and they've already announced Sun and Moon. They haven't talked about it. I wonder if they're going to announce like Stadium 3 or something ridiculous as a launch title and have it be like compatible right off the bat.
I don't see it happening.
That's just
That's
wishful
me
thinking.
being
I mean, I don't
very
see. I don't
honest.
see
Like,
99% of the stuff we talked about
No,
happening.
no,
Right.
no. Because
Could
with
be on it.
Pokemon, they'll find one new feature to add, and they're gonna remove like 10 features. So like everything we just talked about, Nintendo's like, oh fuck
Get
you,
rid of
fuck
that.
you,
Get rid of
fuck
that.
you.
They
fuck
already
you.
had it programmed into the
They've
game. They're
literally
deleting
been
the
taking
file.
notes from this, and they're like, okay, remove this, remove this.
Getting pushed back.
Yeah, that idea. Scrap that. Like we don't want that now.
I just feel like
And let's bring back Pokemon Fallen. I think the fans really want that.
they've.
Just Nerdman's copy's gonna have like a Mitomo, like. They're gonna say it was a
There's
specific
no
copy.
trainer. Your trainer is a
me.
You cannot play this game without Mitomo. Ah!
You can't.
You have to.
Must be linked.
That would be very bad cross merchandising. Do not do that.
That'd be rowdy. You have to get me cards for the card game too. Gross. He's
Abomination.
quitting. So we pretty much explained what we want out of it. We probably won't get any of it.
We'll
still
have
buy
an
it.
episode in a few months where we're bawling our eyes out because
But we'll still
None
buy
of
it
it,
and still put a
Yeah.
ridiculous amount of hours into it.
that's what we do.
That is what we do.
That's what we do. We'll review it, and
Well, they should.
And I'll give it a bad score because I'm sorry, but
Because it's gonna have that Me Turbo in
If
it.
they have a collector's edition, I'll buy it. I'll spend $1,000 right now. A collector's edition?
I don't fucking hate it.
I fucking hate it.
Nope.
I'm sorry. There's no excuse a game should come out year after year after year. We make fun of plenty of yearly release games.
Pokemon's not a
And-
yearly release game, though.
It's been pretty close to
every
it.
other-
All right.
There's no reason it should be coming out that frequently and take away every bit of innovation it always adds.
I don't get the point of
that's
that. I don't get the point of that.
And I could get it if they're like, hey, let's try this out and see how it works. And they're like, oh, that didn't really work out well. Let's take it out.
Some of the features are.
But like a lot of the stuff they've added that they take out worked out incredibly. Like,
Yeah.
why are you removing this? It shouldn't get like these perfect scores that it gets.
I'll
So I'm warning you,
I'll give it a
Nintendo.
score.
10 out
I'm
of
gonna
10.
bash the fuck out of it.
You'll puff piece it.
I'll puff piece it.
I'll 1 out of 10 it so
He'll
fast.
BBS it, and
And then I'm gonna.
you'll Civil War it.
I'll make sure everyone buys
Incoming
it.
1 out of 10.
Talk about it. I'll like it, and I'll play. I'll put 300 hours into it, and I'll complain about it.
I don't think I've ever put that.
I'll play more hours into it just so my score is more relevant.
I hate this. He's torturing himself.
Crying.
I don't want to play anymore.
His me character is
Wow,
old. He's
300.
on like the 7th expansion. His beard, old gray me character hobbling around.
I mean, if I
It's all because
there's-
he's
I
dead
don't
because
think
he's too old.
Psychic, man.
I was
He
trying to
doesn't
think,
age.
like, I mean, if I count, how long does it take to beat Ocarina of Time?
Your first time through, probably 50, 55 hours.
Right, but I mean,
Do math. That's-
okay, so and I've beat it 6 times.
Okay.
So that's, I mean, that's probably the most hours I've ever put into any video game. But so
You're such like
He's a baddie.
you're just nowhere near like
yeah, I know. I'm not Nerd Man.
I've
yeah 300 hours like, and I'm sure you put more than that. That's
Into
probably, like,
Warcraft.
what, 1 cartridge.
Oh god.
That's essentially like just over 12 days. Like. And,
12 days of non-stop playing.
and over the course
okay,
of-
and we both play MMOs though, so 12 days on a character is nothing to us. Like I
Right,
have one
yeah.
character that's over 100 days, another character that's over 98
Oh my
days.
God.
So like,
Yeah, I'm on a different level than you guys.
If you don't,
Lower,
if you
much
don't,
lower
if you
level.
don't include MMOs, there's games I've put that much time into though.
oh no, yeah,
Mega Man X-
even non
Judging.
MMOs.
It's not like I'm over here like, wow, you guys
I
suck
feel
at
judged.
No, you don't. Shut the fuck up.
I think Mega Man X is like 10 minutes long, and I've probably put 300 hours into it. So
I mean,
Well,
there's
okay.
plenty of games that like Final Fantasy 7, and it's not the best. Please don't like take. Well,
Nerd Man hates life.
I've
Like,
played that game for easily a couple hundred
I've
hours.
tortured
Like,
myself for.
It's a good game. I think it's a little bit overrated, but I've played it a couple hundred hours between like every time I go
That's the
through
best
it.
input he's
It's
had
another
this whole
40 to
night.
60
Never.
hours. Like
that's what they put into the game. After all this, 45 minutes.
hey,
Played
your
it.
character can burn.
The ability to burp.
Sun and Moon. Koro leaks it.
It burps. It's a free repel. Fuck. It repels.
God damn it, we just ruined the whole game. The whole series is fucking ruined. Thanks a lot.
Nerd Man was expecting that anyways. So.
There we go. Your wish came true. Thanks a lot, Captain.
2 out of 10.
Expectations.
And we're at 43 minutes too, so that's probably. I feel like no, that's good. I just feel like we tapped that.
I'd tap that Matt Murdock.
No, that's the drop. I feel like we tapped that.
Yeah.
That's coming up in future
Yeah.
future episodes. We're gonna start off with that. We tapped that.
We've tapped that.
We calling it?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. Thank you for liking and commenting. Please subscribe.
Thank you for. Oh yeah. What's he fucking talking about? He's talking to the viewers.
We're just gonna discuss for a couple minutes. So are we done? So yeah.
Yeah, we should cut.
All right,
Call
well,
it.
thank you for fucking liking and commenting. Don't
That's
forget
why I was
to
so confused when
don't forget to subscribe since this is still going on apparently. Because somebody won't fucking hit the button.
Please like and subscribe.
Please.